Even though I am 34 years old, I don't feel like it. Do you guys know what I mean? For anybody that's over like in their late 20s, early 30s, 40s, even older, you guys need to let me know. Do you guys feel your age? Because I certainly don't feel my age most of the time. I feel like my brain is still in my early 20s. Like I feel like I'm 21 or 22 still. Even sometimes I feel 16. And it doesn't really help that I look 10 years younger. So I feel a lot younger than I actually am. It's almost like my body and my brain and my head just has not caught up to my real age, which is really odd to me. So I feel like an imposter that I'm gonna be 35 this year and I don't feel 35. I don't do things that 35-year-olds are quote unquote supposed to do. So I just feel like I'm still so young at heart and young in life and young in things. I'm like, I could be like, I feel like I'm gonna be like 50 and I'm gonna feel like I'm 32. You know what I mean? Like, does anybody else feel that way? I still have pretty good energy. I feel like my brain is really alert most of the time. But I still feel very, very young. And, you know, feeling young sometimes makes me miss the old days of being young. It's childhood. And I miss those days. I miss those days of being a kid, of being a child, of just having, like, of being, just those days of being just like myself and free, I guess. There's this woman that I work with and she's young. She's like 23. So of course she's like, you know, she's definitely like has a spirit of a 23-year-old. And you know, the eyes of a 23-year-old, if you guys know what I mean. And she just seems so carefree. She just seems like she has not been through a lot of stresses in her life. She has not to make a lot of big decisions in her life. And I'm just like, damn, I wish I was that carefree. And I wish I would be that, you know, the reason I say she seems carefree is because she seems like really nice and light and like positive. Like her energy is just very positive. Her energy feels like she has not been through a lot and hasn't really experienced much of life, even at 23 years old. I know a lot of people that's experienced a lot of stuff at 23 years old. And it just seems like she hasn't yet. And I cannot help but be jealous of her because I'm like, oh, to be that carefree must be so nice and must be so good. And I'm genuinely jealous of her. And I sometimes wish that I could be like that too, still. You know what I mean? I wish I could be the age that I am in my head. And I wish that I could be how I am. And sometimes I honestly wish I could turn back time. And sometimes, this is a big one, sometimes I wish I was young right now. You know, I wish I was young in this day and age. Even though I kind of don't want to be, because social media is like such a testament to being young and, you know, growing up. I remember the age of growing up without internet, and I kind of like that I grew up without the internet a little bit, but to grow up with just the internet must be a very daunting experience for a lot of young people these days. Young people, like I'm not one. Just kidding. But yeah, I miss that sometimes. I wish I was younger. I wish a lot of the responsibilities were off of me. I wish I didn't have to make such huge decisions about my life and where my life is going and what I'm going to do. And it's just so hard sometimes. Like being an adult is the biggest mistake of my life. It's literally the biggest mistake of my life. And it's really hard and it's really tragic. So sometimes I wish for that. And I just feel like, and I just also wish like my body, my brain could just be, my body and my brain could just be as young as I feel. But I'm dreading being 35 because I'm like, I'm not 35. I don't feel 35. I don't look 35. How the heck am I 35 when my brain hasn't accepted it, my body hasn't accepted it, my face hasn't accepted it? But like, girl, I was born in 1990, so I am 35. But dang it, I wish I wasn't. Sometimes. But yeah, anyways, what I want to know is there like a study for that? Is there like a scientific word for not feeling your age or the age that you are? Like, is that a thing? Is there like a science behind that? Has anybody figured out why we don't feel our age? Is that a thing? I don't know. Am I crazy? But I would like to know. I would like to know if anybody's a scientist when my brain will catch up to my actual age, and if that's even possible. Anyways, do you guys wish you were still young? Would you guys reinvent the wheel, or would not reinvent the wheel? Would you guys go back in time to be young again, or would you want to be young now? Let me know in the comments.